Alright guys, there we go, that's better, isn't it? Oh guys, oh wow, I can't believe we're actually here at the final chapter of the Gamecube Diaries, and for everybody that's been here throughout this journey with me through memory lane, I thank you very much. And for anybody that's new and is just checking out for the first time, thank you for coming, and I hope that you enjoy this. And if you like, check out the other chapters as well. We'll start out as a regular tutorial for transferring your saves from a memory card, or copying your saves from a memory card or GameCube memory card over to a digital platform like a PC to be able to use it on a Dolphin emulator. Ended up becoming something much more, and it's been a heck of a ride and fun journey. And so for today, we're going to be checking out 3 final GameCube games of this mini-series, and have one last little trip down memory lane together. And I hope you guys enjoy this very much, and it's been very special to me. And this is definitely not my last retrospective series. I definitely want to do many more. And as well as the retrospective overall, you know, checking out gaming throughout the ages, games that I experienced throughout my childhood and onward, including probably revisiting the GameCube again, so you'll definitely be seeing that. So alright guys, let's just dive on in and have some. And now we're checking out Need for Speed Most Wanted. Oh man. This game I played to hell and back, and my brother did too. We both got into the Need for Speed series really hardcore after Underground 1 and 2. And Most Wanted was cool because we had also played some of the older Need for Speed games, and where the cops would chase you and everything, and the really classic ones. So the fact that they brought the cops back in this one and sort of combined it with the underground elements was really cool. See my brother's profile still there, but I'm gonna go over to mine. It's so cool how all the saves just loaded and transferred over just so well. I'm still marvel at that 3 videos in. Yeah, I was a big fan of red metallic color paint. Very mid-2000s street racer type of thing. Alright, downtown Rockport. And one of the things I loved ever since Need for Speed Underground 2 and on is they introduced this sort of free roaming mechanic where you could roam around the town that you're located in at will, and it's like find your way to races or challenges or special missions. Very cool. And oh yeah, gotta love the nitrous. You gotta love the nitrous, by the way. Oh god, after I learned about what nitrous was in the Fast and Furious movies, me and my bro, like, we checked out the Fast and Furious 1 way back on VHS. And then after that, like, we just fell in love with the franchise and this whole kind of racing thing. And so naturally, when Underground came out, we were like in love with it. But yeah, so I always love just hitting nitrous in these games, just like probably wasting it like right away, but it's always good to use it wisely. But yeah, I was hoping to check out a race just so we can, like, for the fun of it. Yeah, I remember we got this game on the Cube also because my brother originally wanted it for his Xbox, but unfortunately the Xbox was working really weird at the time because dust would kill a lot of those old consoles. The PS2, the original PS2 we had, and the Xbox both unfortunately died because of dust. So it's like those memes you see about the PS2 where it's like if you're not sure if it's starting or not, and then it finally does, and you're like, yes. Well, yeah, that was pretty much what it was with our PS2 and Xbox. So yeah. Alright, I'm gonna try to find a race. Oh yeah, just causing chaos. Kidding. Oh, well, forget a race. It looks like I got caught by the... well, not caught, but it looks like I'm being pursued by the police. These guys get hardcore after a while. Oh my goodness. Like, once you're, like, pretty far in the game, they have, like, these really advanced vehicles and these freaking big-ass SUVs that just pound at your freaking vehicle into shambles. Oh, well, I mean, your vehicle doesn't get damaged in this game that way, but still, if it did, it would probably be in shambles. Oh, I'm actually in cooldown. Oh, never mind. I am no longer in cooldown. Spoke too soon. Nah. It's funny because I remember shortly after this game came out, Tokyo Drift was released in theaters. We got this game back in 2005. It's been 16 years. And like Tokyo Drift came out that following summer in 2006, and they actually used a song from this game in that movie, so it's pretty cool. At the very end, when the credits are about to roll. Oh, no, 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 no. Alright. No! I got spiked, didn't I? Move, 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 move. Oh, they got. Are you serious? They cornered me. What the hell? What the? I love how it's just like. Call me crazy, but their uniform says RPD, and that's supposed to be Raccoon Police Department, but in this case it's Rockport Police Department. That's hilarious. Alright, so let's head on over to our next game. Alright, now we're looking at one of the more infamous GameCube exclusives, Mario Kart Double Dash. Oh man, if there was ever a game to have prompted me to want to throw my controller, it was this one. Very challenging, probably the hardest Mario Kart to date, in my opinion. In my opinion, yeah. Alright. And we're diving on right in. Save file, I think, is loading pretty perfectly. Yeah, I have all my characters unlocked. All the cups unlocked, if I'm not mistaken. Let me just take a look. Gotta go with the original twosome. Yeah, I pretty much think I did all these cups. See, gold, gold, gold. Alright. Not bad. I think I did pretty alright in this. It's just, I think, 150 that kicked my ass. Looks like I got the golds in 150. Maybe it was mirror mode. Looks like I actually did pretty good with this one. So let's just go. Let me go crazy and go straight to 150 and see how that pans out. I'm probably gonna get my ass kicked. Oh wait, I actually want Luigi to be in the lead. I love that guy. Alright. Let's do Wario Coliseum. Hey. Forget, right? Alright. This is a pretty freaking cool level, I have to say. Oh! Great start. No, I'm kidding. Not great start. I didn't know acid, but it's... Oh man, drifting in this game is, I think where I finally learned how to drift the vehicles properly, but first Mario Kart I played was actually the one on the N64, but this one is where I think I really got into the mechanics of like using the items well and like kind of drifting to gain speed, that kind of thing. Cause yeah. Yeah, I'm definitely in 8th place at this point. Let's try to go for the middle. Very cool. I'm trying to remember why this game made me throw my controller against the wall. Wow, somehow I evaded the lightning though, because I had just came back. That's pretty funny. What? That's not... I love how nice he is. He's just like, oh well, next time. So positive-minded. But, he's so sweet. But, yeah. So, at least I didn't get last place. Alright, guys. Well, that was fun. Let's head over to our next game. That's right, we're talking Metal Gear Solid, the Twin Snakes. And I know there's a lot of division in the fan base about this game. A lot of people say, oh, there's no way it compares to the original. It changes so much of that subtle masterpiece quality that was there in the original, and it kind of overblows it with the action scenes and everything. But I love this game. I know I haven't played the original, which is a bit of a Metal Gear Solid fan sin, so I definitely gotta check it out one day. Maybe I'll do a playthrough on the channel. But I love the Twin Snakes. It's a great game. It's the first time that I fully beat a Metal Gear Solid game, if I'm not mistaken. As we see, all my games transferred over perfectly. Now I'm gonna go with Extreme, because I'm definitely as good as I used to be. Now I'm kidding. You can actually choose your difficulty. And since it's been such a long time, I'm gonna make it normal, and I'm gonna make it that I can see my radar during intrusion mode, because I'm very rusty. David Hayter, man. David Hayter was a master voice actor and a great screenwriter. He did write the first and second of the original trilogy of the X-Men movies. X-Men and X2, X-Men United, respectively. And, man, he is Solid Snake. There's no one else that can be Solid Snake but him. And I know Kiefer Sutherland did it too in the fifth one, but David Hayter is the definitive Snake in my opinion. And always will be. This elevator takes a while to come down, so this is a brilliant kind of moment in game design for a lot of people. This little cargo dock area is like a little trial section for you to get familiar with the game's controls and get familiar with the whole sneaking aspect of it. Funny thing about Metal Gear Solid, though, the first one we ever got was the second game on the PS2. My brother got it for his birthday or Christmas. And I remember just playing through this game like it was a third-person shooter and not the way it was supposed to be played, which is, you know, tactical espionage, as it is notated in the cover of the game. But yeah, and then it wasn't until I played this game, the Twin Snakes, that I got sort of acquainted with the idea of, hey, you know, the regular way you play this is, you know, sneaking and being tactical. But that's probably why Metal Gear Solid 2 the first time around, I never actually beat it. I just sort of like played around with the mechanics and like had fun like shooting things and everything. Well, I had fun shooting things, but you know, like played around with the whole idea of just like mowing down enemies and just like probably getting killed on the ship because I didn't play the game properly. But it wasn't until I finished playing Twin Snakes that I went back and played Metal Gear Solid 2 and actually beat it the proper way. Actually beat it in general. So it takes a while for this elevator to get here, and I'm probably gonna get seen. Yep, I got seen. What the hell was... I didn't even know I could do that, let alone... Yep. Some of my typical old way of playing the game has returned. Not kidding. Did I just evade alert by beating that guy up? That was pretty funny. Let's hope I can sneak onto this elevator now. It takes a little while for the elevator to get there, so... That time period where you're sneaking past enemies is meant to sort of familiarize you with the game's kind of core fundamentals. Very cool. I think that guy's gonna turn right, in which they're both turning right. I made it to the elevator relatively quickly. Okay, so the infamous introduction scene for Solid Snake. Well, in the Solid universe. I mean, of course, Metal Gear 1 and 2 had been around before then, but... Such a badass. Definitely one of my all-time favorite video game characters ever. Oh, shit. And there's Liquid. And it's amazing how he sort of senses him. I mean, they are clones of the same person, Big Boss. So it's almost like they had that connection. Like that brother/brother clone connection. Hashtag complicated family relations. Okay. But yep, let's see. Badass. I do have to admit that one of my first video game crushes ever was actually Solid Snake. Which a lot of people found funny. My best friend is like, really? I'm not like Link or Adult Link, that is, or like any the other game characters in that time period, like Final Fantasy game characters or anything. I was like, nah. For some reason, Snake was there at the beginning of my sexual awakening. And I guess maybe him and Logan from X-Men are one of the biggest reasons why I have. Who, by the way, they were very similar, and I swear to this day that Hugh Jackman would have made the perfect Solid Snake if they would have done a movie back then. But because they're the reason. I mean, I would have a very kind of special spot for. And back then, especially, was obsessed with. How do you say it? Kind of gritty or mysterious types. In movies and fantasy. No. So yeah, these coded calls were a trademark of this franchise, and I like how they brought over the original animations from Metal Gear Solid 1 and ported it over to this remake, or remade it for this remake. So yeah, all these characters, one thing I loved about Metal Gear Solid 4, which concludes Solid Snake's story, is that a lot of these characters do come back. Naomi comes back, Snake comes back, of course, Otacon, who he meets in this game. Metal Gear Solid is definitely one of my favorite all-time franchises. I beat them all except for, which surprisingly 4, because I saw my brother play through it, and 5. I started playing 5, but I, for some reason, lost track of it. I gotta get back into it. I hated Peace Walker, though, because it was so tedious, and I did it just because I wanted to play 5. And, nah, I wouldn't want to revisit that game, but definitely 5 I'd be down to revisit and try to play through, and definitely the older ones, like Twin Snakes. We all played them on the channel. There's a funny part right here where he talks to Mei Ling for the first time, and it's, like, very kind of flirtatious encounter between him, Mei Ling, and Naomi.
Just flattering me.
No, I'm serious. Well, I know I won't be bored for the next 18 hours. Looks like we both have a lot to learn about each other.
Snake was definitely flirtatious.
I remember. First, I'm strip searched by Dr. Naomi here. All my weapons are taken away. Imagine yourself put in that position.
Well, if you make it back in one piece, maybe I'll let you do a strip search on you.
I'll hold you to that, Doctor. By the way, sorry to disappoint you, but I did manage to smuggle out my smokes.
Cigarettes? How are those going to help you?
You never know.
God, classic Snake. Obsessed with his cigarettes. Cigars.
If you want to get in, there's the front door.
They're armed with 5.56ers and pineapples.
Pineapples. So yeah, I gotta love it. This game is amazing in my opinion. I know it divided the fan base, but I definitely love this game. And yeah, so that was pretty much it for our last game in the retrospective, guys. So thank you all for watching this. I mean, it's amazing to see that we're here at the end of this little mini series. And thank you so much if you've been with me throughout this journey, and if you're just joining us for the first time. Stick around because there's definitely other series coming on this channel. I do have a much larger and bigger series known as the Retrospective, which I do want to have done on this channel soon. It's sort of like a gaming history through the years of games that I've played throughout my childhood and into my adult years. And from like the NES to the N64 to the GameCube and the PlayStation 1, PlayStation 2, and onward. So yeah, I definitely look forward to that, hopefully. And I also am trying to finish up that Tomb Raider retrospective of the 100 greatest Lara Croft moments. So keep an eye out for that last chapter of that series as well. And yeah, well, thank you so much, guys. And I would definitely recommend, if every person watching this video or any person out there one day in need of a little bit of cheering up in their lives, or if or in need of just a little bit of kind of feel goodness in your day, go and revisit something from your past that made you happy as a kid or made you happy in your younger years. Definitely is something beautiful to experience, and something wonderful. So alright, guys, thank you so much, and thank you very much, and have a great day.